I'm kind of stuck here. Usually cussing it off.
Bleak.
One of the great things about Oma right off the bat is the fantastic imagery that's at play in the film. Each shot feels so purposeful and has such great intent behind it. And I think the other most notable thing about it is the extremely specific perspective it has in regards to its protagonist and how she views the world around her. Anybody that has ever had relatives or friends from a foreign country can relate to this short film and really see how authentically it represents the disparity that there often is between different cultures. So it's a really wonderful film, and it's really done in a way that's not over the top, but genuine and authentic in its representation of culture.
I thought the production value on this was incredibly high, excellently casted, and right out of the gate, when we're watching these people digging into this food like feral animals, I really felt like I was in some sort of anthropological study where I'm the outsider looking into a new exotic culture or watching an episode of Animal Planet. And the character of Oma did such a beautiful job letting us into her journey of her utter bewilderment at this whole American dream and seeing where she fits into it. I thought it was great storytelling, super pertinent.
I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was, for one thing, just shot really well. The characters were so real and down to earth and interesting. The scene where they're sitting in the backyard there around the table, I felt like I was part of the family there. It just felt like such a real conversation. And yeah, it just all connected together really well. I really enjoyed this one.
Is a diamond in the rough, an old adage, if you will, since forgotten by modern times and her modern family, and captured in this selfie culture that she doesn't truly understand, where everything is not equally what it seems. Mostly I understand how freaked out she was by all the junk food aisles, because they freaked me out too. My heart goes out to Oma, a really well put together lady in the backdrop of somewhat ungrateful fam jam.
I found it really kind of heartbreaking in the fact that, this woman is sort of, watching her culture being diluted, through her daughter, through her granddaughter. Each generation sort of loses their culture, their roots. And I think it did a really good job of showing that, with, how the grandma, Oma, how she interacts with, her daughter's friends, her daughter's American friends, with her husband, sort of struggling between her native language and English, and, going to the supermarket and sort of, looking around and sort of with all these unfamiliar things, and, the example of her wanting to make dinner for her family, but she didn't have the proper ingredients, stuff like that. So it did a really good job of showing that the message of the film of, your culture, watching your culture being diluted, through second generation, third generation, her relationship with her granddaughter, and how her granddaughter doesn't, remember her language anymore.
Great job of showing the juxtapositioning of cultures, especially the old world versus the new world, but also the facility of the new world and the excesses that we have here in the ultra-Western area. While the old world, through the eyes of Oma, demands very little, the new world has extreme amounts of a plethora of everything and options, etc. It has a tight script, very well done.
Really beautiful and so sweet and perplexing, and I empathize, having been a newcomer in a strange place, and also, the hopes and dreams that the expectations that come with it, and with that transition, and I just thought that the elements, the party at the beginning, just the way we played with the characters, the shock of the characters, and then when she the tape over the mouth, and the receipt that goes just beautifully seen and understood, playing with the problem of being a fish out of water.